Chairman of the Economy and Development Committee in Parliament, Eric Afful, has taken on the minority and the International Monetary Fund over the $214 million Gulf for Reserve loss report. This was captured in the IMF latest review, which indicated that the Bank of Ghana has lost $214 million in its first year in the Gold for Oil Reserve program implemented through the Ghana Gold Board. Now, this figure is being disputed by the Gold Board CEO, Sami James, and the majority. We'll hear from the chairman of the Economy Committee shortly. First, listen to the minority who called for a bipartisan probe into the report.
The IMF has already mentioned that $214 million worth of trading losses have been occasioned in the first 9 months of this year. As a caucus, when we run our numbers, we can project that it's going to get to about $300 million by the end of this year. $214 million in losses under the Gold for Reserve scheme is just 9 months. Sadly, without the technical competence required to operate this complex structure that they wanted to do, we are saddled with $214 million debt, now moving towards 300. And it doesn't matter whether they tell you it's not Gold Board loss, it's Bank of Ghana loss, or it's Bank of Ghana loss, it's not Gold Board. At the end of the day, the Ghanaian taxpayer is the one who has to pay. And so as a minority, on behalf of the people of Ghana, we are demanding the following: a bipartisan parliamentary inquiry into the circumstances under which the Republic of Ghana has lost $214 million, heading to $300 million.
Well, the CEO of Gold Board, Sami James, however, in a Facebook post, said the amount cannot be described as a loss since the company's books have yet to be audited. His position is shared by Chairman of the Economy Committee, Eric Afful, who disputed the IMF report and called out the minority over their call for a bipartisan probe.
The MPP is jumping before the gun. I'm saying confident that the $214 million cannot be described as we speak today as losses. Cannot be described as losses. It is a cost. It is a transactional cost to the Gold Board. So I really don't see this one as something which is a loss, but it's a cost, transactional. The reason is, as we speak today, the Gold Board itself has not come out with this financials to know its total transactions, what came about it, and what they've done so far. So this is just an information, which to us is a cost. But
are you then disputing the fact put out by the IMF?
Yes, simply because, as I speak today, as a chairman for the Economy and Development Committee of Ghana's Parliament, which we subpetend before the Bank of Ghana, subpetend before the Gold Board, we've not seen the financial. So when we come out and declare that Gold Board is in losses of this, which document am I using to prove it?
Economist and at the University of Ghana Business School, Professor Patrick Asuming has questioned attempts by state institutions to downplay the IMF assessment that Ghana recorded that loss, now insisting that government must accept the loss in good faith.
Well, I think the IMF was absolutely clear what the $214 million is. And they said it's a loss. And, it's important to understand that the IMF doesn't make up this information. It is the government of Ghana that reports this information to the IMF. So, in some sense, I think the reaction coming from the Gold Board and the BOJ is somewhat surprising to me. This is information that the government of Ghana has reported to the IMF. The government of Ghana would have been aware that this information is going to be published. So, to turn around and try and recategorize whether it is a loss or whether it is on the Gold Board or it is a loss. I think the IMF concern is that the loss should not be on the books of the central bank because it affects its operational capacity. And I think that's what it's saying. The IMF is not saying the program should be stopped. And the idea that we have to wait for the Gold Board to report or to audit its annual report before we say it's a loss, I think that's absolutely not founded. In the IMF program that we are on, some information are reported monthly. Some are reported quarterly. Some are reported half yearly. Some are reported yearly. So if you have reported this information and the IMF is giving analysis of that, I don't think that the reaction should be to push back or try to deny what we, the government of Ghana, has reported. I think what we should do is that, yes, the domestic gold purchase program is bringing us reserves and serving some purpose. They are just flagging that these costs should not be pushed on the central bank. I think we should just accept it in good faith and find ways to minimize the loss. In terms of what the source of the loss is, it is clear in the IMF statement. Part of it is trading losses. Yeah. Trading losses will mean that the price that we are paying the artisanal and small-scale gold miners is higher than the price that the central bank will sell the gold and receive.